All right. Chapter 1 is the lay of the land. That's the 4 regions of North Carolina. That is our state. That is 8th grade social studies. Here we go. Okay, section 1, we will talk about in this chapter the 4 regions of North Carolina: the Tidewater, the coastal plains, the Piedmont, and the mountain region. All right, we'll also talk about a little bit about the fall line. Make sure you please know our coast is the Atlantic Ocean. All right, section 1 we'll talk about right now, Tidewater region. There are 6 words to know. Okay, sound, barrier, island, inlet, and estuary, Poquoson and Savannah. Your essential question, make sure and then when you take your notes, you always do a Cornell T. All right, what are the major features of the Tidewater region? Okay, take your notes, make your Cornell T. All right. Okay, the Tidewater facts: narrow strip of North Carolina along our coastline, which is the Atlantic Ocean. All right, 30 to 50 miles wide. We all have heard of different tides. We have high tide, we have low tide. They affect the region and they affect the water. One of your words to know, okay, is a sound. Sound is an inland body of salt water and freshwater mixture. Okay, this is an example of Pamlico Sound, Albemarle Sound, 2 of your major sounds on our coastline. Okay, our coastline is unique. Other states do not have this effect. Okay, barrier islands. Okay, they form the beaches of the Tidewater, part of a chain less than 2 miles across, barely above sea level. Okay, that is the definition for elevation, is height above sea level. Okay, Outer Banks is the example of our barrier islands along our coastline. Okay, our widest islands is Cape Hatteras, and the tallest point or our tallest elevation on our coastline is Jockey's Ridge. Okay, another word to know, inlet. Okay, low place in the sand allows water to pass from ocean to the sound. Okay, our nickname for our coastline. Our nickname for our coastline is Graveyard of the Atlantic. Okay, this is the nickname for Barrier Islands in North Carolina. Okay, pretty much the reason our coastline was given this nickname, obviously we know what a graveyard is. Okay, it was dangerous because of the storms, and it was very difficult for people to come in and out of North Carolina. Okay, Graveyard of the Atlantic. Okay, over here on the top right, there's 5 of your largest sounds in North Carolina. These are very famous sounds. Okay, each sound is fed by fresh water. Most of your very first settlers are going to settle along this sound because of the fresh water. Obviously, you can't drink salt water. Plus, you can go up into the sound and settle. It's a lot faster to go by boat rather than by land. Okay, your oldest towns will be in this region. Also, it was a great location for trade along the rivers. Make sure you know your major industry is fishing. Okay, fishing is going to be your major industry. Okay. Okay. Second, I would say would be trade along this region. But sounds problem, too shallow for large ships to come up. That's where the oldest towns would settle in the sound. Another word to know, estuary. Okay, is a saltwater wetland, home to lots of shellfish, shrimp, that'd be like oysters, clams, stuff like this. Okay, swamps and lakes. Okay, this a picture over here is a savanna, but first you got Poquoson is a wetland type, means swamp on a hill in Indian. Savanna is this wetland type. All right, tall grasses with various large pines, which pretty much pine trees in the water. All right, there's most natural lakes in North Carolina are in the Tidewater. There's a difference between natural lake and man-made lake. Natural lakes are naturally, obviously, and man-made. Okay, Lake Mattamuskeet is your largest lake in North Carolina. All of North Carolina is your largest lake. Okay, and that concludes section 1. Here is your summary. 30 to 50 miles wide. Barrier Islands is your Outer Banks. Graveyard Atlantic is our nickname. We have the different beaches, the different sounds. Remember 5 of them. Okay, towns, sounds, inlets, and other wetlands. Two are our most important things: trade and fishing. That would be Section 1, Tidewater region.